All right, it's Friday. Get to know the Northman. Let's go. Video is coming in late. I apologize. Kind of had a busy day. Things got away from me. But this month, I'm going to talk about on the Friday segments. I'm going to talk about firearms. I'm actually really excited about this. I wanted to do it for some time. I'm going to try to get some shooting footage up. Just talk to you about my philosophy on firearms, how I think people should behave as far as what's safe and what's the easiest to use. And I'm going to start the series off with what I believe is the best firearm for home defense. Now, I do want to say something real quick. The greatest deterrent to home invasions, break-ins that you can have is actually a dog. Dogs deter a lot of crime from people's homes just because of the noise that they make. A lot of, people who are breaking into places, they don't want people to know they're there. So obviously if a dog is barking and raising awareness that someone's in the area or doing something that isn't normal, that's a great deterrent to protect your home. But in the worst case scenario that someone gets in the house, or someone's there to just hurt you for whatever reason, really, in my humble opinion, the best firearm for that scenario is a shotgun. The shotgun, now this is not mine, what I'm about to say, but I own a shotgun and I can tell you that it's true. A shotgun is a unique weapon that's available to civilians because it's the only weapon that can shoot multiple projectiles at once. Whether that's buckshot, birdshot, whatever the case may be. Of course, I shoot slug, which is a little different, but even then, slugs are a great option to really put any type of threat down. That's a powerful not caliber is the wrong word. That's a powerful round. A 12 gauge slug is pretty potent. But for me, concerning shotguns, although I think they are the best home defense weapon, I jumped the gun with my 12 gauge. I think it was a bad choice. The 12 gauge that I got is a great gun. It's a Remington 870, fantastic shotgun, short barreled. It's great. It's a wonderful weapon, but it's extremely powerful, and it's something that it's a chore for me to fire, and I know that my wife can't fire it easily. So what I'm actually going to do is trade in my 12 gauge, hopefully a store will let me do that, for a 20. Because the truth is, indoors, in a situation where someone's coming through your front door or someone's in a hallway, a 20 gauge is going to be more than adequate to put down any threat that could be walking through that door. That's a fact. Now, obviously, a 12 gauge is great, but you really don't need, in my humble opinion, a 12 gauge to keep your home safe if you have to pull a firearm, out from the safe or out from a secure location, obviously away from kids, away from people who shouldn't have any access to it, obviously. But, for the home, for a weapon at the house, in the event that something could go south and you have to use it, I really don't know of a better weapon than a 12 gauge. I've read stories and I've seen clips of individuals that have used an AR-15 for home defense, and there's been successful stories of that, and more power to you if that's what you want to do. I personally don't think it's needed. I think really the better way to go is just to have a firearm available to you that, you can send some pretty intense lead downrange, whether it's buckshot, birdshot, or slug, like what I shoot. And also, too, a shotgun just sounds amazing. That is a powerful sound. It's harmful from one standpoint of view, because if someone's there to hurt you and they're willing to go all the way, if you will, that sound now will tell them that you are armed and ready to go, which is not a great thing, but nonetheless, it's still very intimidating. And that firearm is fantastic. Like I said, I'm going to get some shooting footage out to us here or to you guys, excuse me. I'm excited about this month's series, Get to Know the Northman. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. We got an indoor range coming up here in Bloomington, Indiana that I'm pumped about. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do in the meantime with the coronavirus. I may try to get a friend of mine here together with me to go do some shooting and get some stuff on recorded for you as far as my shotgun, and go from there. But I wanted to start this series with talking about firearms with what I think is the best firearm for home defense, which is hands down a shotgun. 12 gauge is fantastic, but as a man, fairly good sized guy, 6'1", about 230, I can handle a 12 gauge. It's still tough for me. It isn't comfortable, especially the short barrel shotgun, which is one I would encourage you to consider if you're going to have a shotgun for home defense. Get a short barrel one. It's easier to maneuver in hallways, etc., etc. But really, I think we need to think about as men, worst case scenario, if someone got past us and it was only our wives that were left, could they easily use that caliber, that round, that 12 gauge round? Could they easily fire that? And for me, and my wife's situation, I know that Valerie couldn't. Competent woman. She grew up with guns. She's very familiar with them. But a 12 gauge is just outside of the realm of possibility for her to really be effective with it. A 20 gauge is way more in her wheelhouse, and it's something that she could do, or rather use far easier. So that's what we're going to do. I have my 12 gauge now. I love it. If I can keep it, I will, but I think for the sake of budget, I'm going to have to trade it in. I love my 12 gauge, and a shotgun, like I said, is the best for the house. But for me, just thinking worst case scenario, that someone were to come in, try to hurt my family, they get past me, I would want to make sure that there's a gun in the house that is easily accessible to my wife, so that hopefully she could pick it up and go to work and either drive them off or send them to the next world. So I love the shotgun. It's a fantastic weapon. You should look up the shotgun that was used in World War I. It was such a potent weapon. It was so fearsome that the German army in World War I actually let the Allies know that they would kill any person on site with either the gun and or ammunition, because it was so effective. It's called a trench gun, I believe, at just mowing German soldiers down. They actually were so afraid of it and they hated it so much, they tried to get it set up to where basically it violated the rules of war. That's how potent and really powerful the 12 gauge shotgun is, as well as a 20 gauge shotgun. So shotgun, great firearm. In my opinion, the best firearm for home defense. If you disagree, comment. If you do agree, let me know. I'm excited for this series, guys, to Get to the Northman. I'm going to get some shooting footage out. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to talk about other guns as well that I'm interested in. You might be surprised. I'm pretty low-key about a lot of it, but the ones that I like and that I believe in, I'm all in on. So I'm pumped. I can't wait to come to you guys next Friday, hopefully with some footage. Have a good day. Let's finish the week strong. Everyone stay safe, and we're going to get through it together. And let's go.